This story is probably very similar to most everybody else's story that's my age and that has come to this period in life. My full name is Margaret Sherrill Hageman Creed. I'm 81 years old. I have lived in Tennessee for about 55 years. I married a fellow I had met through my best friend. I got married. He had been going to NC State, and he decided he wasn't ready for college, so he joined the Air Force. Unfortunately, he developed cancer, and in the last few years, that got the best of him. He died about 2 years ago in 2020, January 2020. We had been married for 56 years. We had lived kind of the standard 50s, 60s, 70s, the way that people lived at the time. Raised 3 children, had a career, retired, did what we wanted to do, and everything turned out very well for us. We had a very good life, a very good family. So now the next thing is, what do I do now? I finally came to the conclusion that it was time to wrap up this chapter of life and start on a new chapter. Moving to a place like this, I had never not lived at home. I had not lived in a dorm. I've been here about not quite a year. So it's taken some mental thought to accept the position that I'm in and be able to cope with it. Moving to the retirement community is like going to college. It's like you move into your dorm, you don't know anybody else there usually, and then you have to learn about that person, they have to learn about you. The only thing that I was mainly concerned about moving to independent living was coming by myself, and as I said, I had never lived by myself. Even though there are people around, I'm still in the apartment by myself. And I feel like that wasn't totally real to start with, but over the time I'm accepting the fact, like, you know, this is life today, and this is, I'm going to accept it like it is. But it's just a different way of learning, and what you expect and what is reality, you have to put those two together. And I think I'm doing a pretty good job now. And my physical therapist said, you've changed a lot from the time you first came here until now. And I thought, well, okay, there's something to this. And a lot of it is mental, because physically you can get yourself down, and I had done that because of lack of activity. But mentally, you've got to get yourself in a position that you really need to get up and move, physically move as well as emotionally move. Of course, when you have a family and you've been married for 56 years, that's kind of your core. You don't have to worry about what's outside if you don't want to, because you can always come back. But here, when you move into a new place, I found that I had to make sure I made myself go to activities, to talk to people, and to realize that everybody here in a retirement community has a story. And a lot of them are very similar, because most of us, they've lost a spouse, they've had a change of life, and they are having to make a new life. They've had to make a decision, how do I take care of myself? But that's a thing that you have to learn, and you do that wherever you go. If you change schools, if you change locations of living, you have to start all over again, learning the personalities of the people in the place. And I told someone the other day, I said, you know, this feels like home now. I've been here long enough now that when I come in, it feels like home.